Welcome back. You're still watching Nile Cruise on Nile TV, and of course we said in the introduction that we'll be talking more about the presidential elections and Field Marshal Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's decision to be running for the presidency. We'll be talking more about this and of course about the death sentences to 529 Brotherhood elements in Al-Minya Governorate to death. We'll be talking more about, of course, the Arab Summit, which kicked off on Tuesday and Wednesday in Kuwait, and the Syrian conflict and the Syrian civil war. And we're honored to be having with us here in Nile Cruise Dr. Hussein Shareba, the planner and development expert. Hello, Dr. Hussein.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much for being with us today. I guess we'll be talking more about the presidential elections and the decision by Field Marshal Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to be running for the presidency finally. How do you see that?
Well, it was in the correct time, and it was according to the Egyptian will. So this is the two things.
Yes.
Timing and the will of the people. So he's going to run for election, and we hope that the others will just go also and run for the election, and
Yes.
the people will choose.
Yes. Doctor, you said that this decision came according to the will of the Egyptians or the majority of the Egyptians. Do you think that it was a bit late of him to be announcing his decision on Wednesday, just before the candidacy opening by about 2 or 3 days, just that?
No, it's not. Even before it closed, with 1 minute, he has the right. So it's during the time of putting your name or setting your name in the election.
Yes.
So the timing is a correct time that he chose, because the circumstances surrounding him, whatever decisions he wants to do, and he's running the army of Egypt.
Yes.
So the army needs to have a full confidence and
So like a decision.
Yeah, so it have to be done and taken the decision in the right time that they feel it's okay for everything, not for only the army.
So how would you see the chances of Field Marshal Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and maybe Hamdin Sabahi in the upcoming presidential elections? Because we do know now have two certain candidates.
Well, as I go on the road,
Yes.
and I went to the countryside, and I saw the common persons, like the vendors there. They were talking about him.
Yes.
Majority.
Al-Sisi.
Yes.
Yes.
We're talking about him too much, and they have very good intention. Told us what he's going to plan, what he's going to do for them. The people are in need to somebody who has the guts and the courage to take the right decision and the right time for the sake of the people. Not the right time and the right decision, but not for the sake of the people.
So in your opinion, it will be an easy win for Abdel Fattah al-Sisi in the upcoming presidential elections?
Well, it's not so easy, because Hamdin Sabahi also, he has his own people. But this is the majority of the people, they love what Sisi have showed a goodwill.
Yes.
From the 30th of June, and when you go to July the 3rd,
Yes.
you recognize this easily, that the people had really a full confidence in him.
And of course the 26th of July as well.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course. But these 2 days are very critical, and the people supported him in this. And you found that the people were willing to sacrifice even themselves just to get the right points, to the right points.
Regarding Hamdin Sabahi, do you think that the Brotherhood elements or the Brotherhood members and the Brotherhood supporters or loyalists will be backing Sabahi in the upcoming elections? Would he be accepting such a backing in the upcoming elections?
Well, he have to accept anyone. Because
He's in need of every vote.
Yes.
Yes.
But the only thing I want to tell you, that the Muslim brothers here in Egypt, their percentage doesn't exceed, out of the 90 million, no more, let's say, than 3-4%. So you're talking about 96%.
And it was evident in the first round of the 2012 elections when Mohamed Morsi only gained 5 million votes,
Yes.
while Shafiq as well, Ahmed Shafiq, also
Absolutely.
gained about 5 million votes.
Absolutely.
But in the next round, a lot of the Egyptians thought that he would be a representative for the revolution. Of course, we did know now that he was not a representative for the revolution. He was a representative for his own Brotherhood group.
I want you to know that this election will be the number of people going for voting for the election will be at least 1.5 times more than the previous one.
Yes.
And the people want to get the democracy way, the free idea of being liberal and choosing the one
Yes.
you like.
Yes.
And this is the people are going to do it, and that's 100% for sure. What makes this is an accurate thing, it's during his last speech yesterday, he have highlighted some points
Yes.
which everybody in Egypt are in need to it, such as medication, education, and safety.
Yes.
And these are very important to everyone living in Egypt. So we hope for him to succeed, as well as Hamdin Sabbahi, as well as any other. The Egyptian people will choose.
Yes.
There is nobody are going to enforce them to choose anyone, because it's a free. Right now, today, you can see, I feel even the wind in Egypt is giving a nice breeze.
Yes.
Because this is a kind of a freedom. Egypt is feeling a great time of freedom. And I hope that everybody outside of Egypt recognize this.
Yes.
Everybody is happy. The smile came back to the Egyptian, and you can see it, how the people with themselves talking to each other, smiling, having a very nice kind of atmosphere, and a feeling that they have a better future in the future.
Yes, but we also have to highlight what Field Marshal Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has said before in previous speeches, that he doesn't have the magic wand. He's not magical. Whenever he wins the presidency, he won't be turning everything around in just 1 or 2 days. He needs the work rate of the Egyptians. He needs the will of the Egyptians as well. All of the Egyptians, not just one faction, not just one citizen. Do you believe so?
He said so.
Yes.
He said so because he said he wants to clear for everyone in Egypt,
Yes.
even he or others, they don't have magic sticks
Yes.
to make anything round.
Yes.
The people is number one to support the government, and the government will support the whole team, the presidency team, ideas
Yes.
and thoughts.
Yes.
So it's not one man show.
Exactly.
It's a huge community. We work together as one team. If the people didn't support, believe it or not, there is no success,
Yes.
whatever he is. So the president of Egypt, he has only one thing to do: get the support of the people, number one. That's no more than this.
Yes. Dr. Hussein, turning to another topic or another issue that happened this week, is that 529 members of the Brotherhood, or supporters of the terrorist Brotherhood, were sentenced to death according to a court ruling by Al-Minya Criminal Court. How do you see that ruling?
Well, let's say one thing. This number was sent to death not because I decided to do it.
Yes.
It was through a law and evidence.
Yes.
And it was done through law principles.
Yes.
So it was not a personal feeling or told anybody. So this is
It had to be justified by evidence anyway.
yeah, there is lots of evidence in this. So the freedom is not to kill someone.
Yes.
And the freedom is not to burn anybody or fire anything or damage the life of the people or frighten them, even so. The freedom is to respect everyone and respect their opinion. Maybe your opinion is different than mine. That's okay. That's
Yes,
no problem. But not to go into the violent action or to be a terrorist.